What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another showdown breakdown for tonight's Thursday night football battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders, courtesy of Awesemo.com. We've got ourselves a key AFC West battle tonight in the black hole, so let's keep some positive energy in the air that probably won't be in the stadium tonight. And right now, please hit that like button. And also comment the guy I think is going to break tonight's slate down below. You got a lot of options, but let me know who you're seeing as the guy who ends up with the winning lineup that nobody sees coming after you like the video. But as always, we've got no time to waste here in the showdown breakdown, so let's get right to it, starting with the quarterbacks in this matchup and Phillip Rivers at Oakland in a game in which there are 25 implied points for the Chargers. Rivers is in a strong spot given a 298 passing yards per game Oakland allows with a low 15.4% pressure rate, which will help out the Chargers' poor pass blocking. Oakland allows a 7.9% passing TD rate with a 67% completion rate, so from a matchup and a projection basis, Rivers seems worth a lot of exposure as a regular spot as well as some as captain. And on the other side, you've got Derek Carr versus the Chargers in a game in which there are 24 implied points for Oakland. Carr has yet to crack 24 fantasy points in a game, and with the Chargers defense looking better thanks to Melvin Ingram's health, that makes it a bit of a concern after they shut down Aaron Rodgers in week 9. Carr projects better than the comparably priced Josh Jacobs, and he should benefit from the 72% completion rate the Chargers allow, but his low-risk approach and the Chargers' solid 24% pressure rate makes them a less appealing QB despite it being a home underdog. Next up, we've got the running backs, starting with Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler in the matchup at Oakland. Gordon thrived with Anthony Lynn calling the plays in week 9 as he had 20 carries and 3 catches on 4 targets for 109 total yards and 2 touchdowns, while Eckler saw a respectable 16 touches, including 4 catches on 4 targets. Oakland's run D is solid as they allow 3.7 yards per rush and 92.5 rushing yards per game with a low 2.5% rushing TD rate, so it seems unlikely both running backs can hit value, but both seem worth some exposure in a much less favorable matchup than versus Green Bay in week 9. And on the other side, we've got Josh Jacobs in the matchup versus the Chargers. Jacobs seems overpriced despite his 20.4 touches per game, and his red zone rushing equity with 3.6 red zone runs per game, and the field's 52% expected ownership seems about right for him given that high price. The Chargers allow 4.2 yards per rush with a 68 run defense grade from PFF, so Jacobs can have a serviceable day, but he seems unlikely to tap into his ceiling enough to be worth captain spots, other than builds that assume a low-scoring game between the two teams. Next up, we've got the wide receivers and tight ends, and let's start with the Chargers receivers at Oakland. Mike Williams led the Chargers with 30 routes in week 9, with Keenan Allen just behind at 29, while Hunter Henry was the only other player running routes besides the running backs. Williams projects as decent value and seems due for positive TD regression, but both Allen and Williams should have advantages in their matchups, as should Henry given Oakland's 12% DVOA boost to tight ends. And on the other side, we've got those Oakland receivers versus the Chargers. Zay Jones led Oakland in routes in week 9 despite just 4 targets, followed by Darren Waller's 26 routes and Terrell Williams' 25 routes, while Williams projects to have the toughest matchup, being likely shadowed by Casey Hayward tonight. Hunter Renfrow could have more upside given his 7 targets and 22 routes last week, but Waller seems like the preferred pass catcher from a projection basis despite some really poor weeks lately. Last but not least, we've got the defenses and the kickers, starting with Oakland's defense versus the Chargers. Rivers brings a low 2.1% interception rate, while Oakland has a low 5% sack rate, so it doesn't seem like Oakland is worth much exposure besides the most variant and fluky situations. Then we have that improving Chargers defense at Oakland. The Chargers could see more success given their solid 24% pressure rate and 8% sack rate, but the 24-point implied total from Vegas doesn't seem like there's much hope for a big day from the defense. And then of course we have the always valuable kickers to hit on. Michael Badgley looked good in his week 9 return to the team, hitting 4 or 5 field goal attempts. He's reasonably priced even though the Chargers should be able to score given Oakland's 5.3 points allowed per red zone trip. Daniel Carlson projects as one of the better value plays on the slate, and he seems fine given the Chargers' higher likelihood of stiffening up in the red zone to stop Oakland. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for this Thursday night football game between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. So right now, please hit that like button and also comment your slate breaker down below. If you're looking for Awesemo's own player projections and ownership projections, you can use this promo code SWITCHANDHEDGE right now at awesemo.com/join for half off your first month. You can also find packages as low as $3.95 a week on there. So go to awesemo.com/join and find a package that works for you. You'll follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got 7 days a week of NFL and NBA content, so it's always a fun day for me. But go ahead and see what I'm doing right now on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Monday with another showdown breakdown, and I'll also have all my usual content for this week's main NFL slate, so check that out here on the YouTube channel. Hit that like button before you go. And thank you guys for watching, and I wish you guys a good night and good luck.